companies to frack under people's homes without their permission. It comes as new research from the British Geological Survey found there could be billions of barrels of shale oil in southeast England.
There is compensation now for exploration and for drilling, but what we're announcing today is potential compensation if the pipe passes in the land underneath your land or underneath your house. Now this would be at least a mile down, so there's not going to be any impact from a 6-inch pipe that's more than a mile beneath the surface. But the legal position is very cumbersome at the moment, and we're proposing today that the companies should have the right to drill way down there underneath your house in return for a payment to the local community.
Well, let's take a look at what the government's proposing in a bit more detail. The new rules will make it easier to access shale gas. Under the plans, energy firms will be allowed to dig 300 metres down without asking permission, as long as they notify local communities and give them compensation. Communities above ground will receive a new one-off compensation payment of £20,000 per well. Each site will have multiple wells, and the government estimates that the average payment will be around £800,000. Well, campaigners have criticised the government for making the announcement the day after the election, accusing them of trying to bury bad news.
It's a piece of news that could devastate the lives and the countrysides of many of their heartland supporters, Tory voters, all the way across the southeast of England. I mean, we're talking about the Weald Basin, which is Kent, Surrey, Sussex, Hampshire, strong Tory heartland, and this is not welcome news.
Well, let's talk now to Sky's business presenter Ian King, who's in the city for us this afternoon. And Ian King, people feel very strongly about fracking, don't they? So what do these government plans tell us about their desire to push ahead with fracking, despite some of the protests?
It certainly shows you a determination on the government's part, Hannah, to get on with this. The trespass laws were being used by protesters to hold up the issuing of licences and to drill, and so this will remove a major obstacle, and that's why they've had to offer the sweetener that they've announced today. However, I still think there's quite a long way to go. The regulation concerning fracking and shale oil and gas is still quite diverse. It's split across several departments in Whitehall, for example, and of course the licences in many of these new sites have yet to be issued as well, so it's perfectly possible we could go through the whole of 2014 without any drilling at all.
OK, Ian King, thank you.